How's it going, East Tennessee? Hope you were having a good weekend so far. Things are going to stay calm. It got cold, but, somewhat calm as of right now as we start kind of this week for a little bit. Just looking at this past couple of hours, you can see to our north in Pennsylvania and Ohio, there's a little bit of snow, and that's going to stay off for a little bit. But there is going to be a chance for some of you in higher elevations to maybe see some flurries, even some wintry mix as well. But looking at the beginning of the week, right now we've got high pressure that's kind of sitting over the entire area, and that's what's keeping things calm as of right now. But that's going to continue to move off to the east. In the meantime, we've got a low pressure system that's going to work its way in from the west, just making this whole spread over the midwestern parts of the south, creating snow up north because they've got those colder temperatures below freezing, but mostly rain here in East Tennessee, even parts of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, even getting into Virginia and Kentucky as well. Pretty widespread, but it's probably not going to be the strongest rain that we've seen, which is kind of a pattern that we've had continuously with this rain. But this rain is going to be happening mostly during the morning time, so it'll start before you're even waking up, and that's when there's going to be that opportunity for some of that freezing precipitation as well, again, especially if you're in those higher elevations. It's mostly looking like freezing rain just because the ground is going to be the coldest thing that will be below freezing, but don't be surprised if you see a flurry, maybe a little bit of ice as well. As you get into the rest of your day, you're going to need your rain jacket less and less. Things are going to be clearing out a decent bit even by the time you're getting off work and things are getting dark. And then as we get later into Wednesday, even Wednesday morning, things are going to be looking a lot better. I told you not really too much rainfall, unfortunately, about 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Some of the highest rain looking to stay in the mountains closer to the North Carolina border and even getting further northeast as well in southwestern Virginia and even southeastern Tennessee, which is good because everybody, again, can use this rain. We've talked about it pretty often, but we get about midweek, and this is all happening because we've got this very large low pressure system that's sinking down into the eastern United States, and that's only going to grow as we get later into this week. You see some of those deep purple hues as this spreads over into the rest of the U.S., and that's what's just going to keep us cold. We're not really going to see too much more moisture, so things will stay calm after we get through Tuesday, but this low pressure system, this heavy cold Arctic air is sinking into the U.S., and that is what's causing much of the U.S. to see these extremely cold conditions. But here's another look at that drought monitor. We've still got some severe conditions that are expanding in southeastern Tennessee, even getting into the mountains. That is actually upgraded from abnormally dry to moderate, and that's even continuing to spread through most of the area. Just this little patch here out in the plateau, just like Crossville, is still just seeing abnormally dry conditions. But your 7-day forecast as a whole, Monday is actually going to be the warmest day to look forward to, and then we get right back down into the 40s like we've seen for most of this week. You got that rain on Tuesday, most likely ending around the time you're getting off work, maybe a few hours later. But again, the rest of the week, some partly cloudy skies, mostly dry, but the main thing is just cold, unseasonably cold.